Everyone knows turning off the power means survival. If Black's the killer, why risk a life or death situation? Wens could only trust Black. With a gun toss, he reset life, regained mobility, and ninja crawled to the door. He blasted away at the wall like it owed him money, although it wasn't concrete. The bullet holes were like footholds in a game of Super Mario, helping Black get closer to the power box. Others came at the gunfire, realizing the truth. Soon, Black cut power before Wens felt like a movie hero. He dodged the killer's traps like a pro. Thanks to Wen's description, the team finally believed Black and realized the killer was some kind of engineering whiz. To build this trap, a timer and remote are needed. Curly narrated as he adjusted the valve, explaining the science. As everyone looked at Curly, he gripped the valve, triggering the trap. The fishing chalice appeared, dealing him a fatal blow. Everyone forgot that 2 watches meant 2 traps, and guess who suggested closing the valve? Yep, it was Lucas. But this alone didn't prove anything. Shortly after, they found a new watch set for an hour and a half later. The only clue was the letters on the clothes. History buff Wens quickly decoded it. There's a notorious little island nearby. Legend has it that over 100 pioneers developed the island during colonial times, only to vanish without a trace 2 years later. The only evidence left was a single word found on a tree, totally puzzling. The killer clearly wanted to replicate the legend and make them all disappear on the island. Could it be hatred towards the federal agents? Now that they knew the motive, finding the killer's flaw should be a piece of cake. So they dived into investigating every clue. No way they'd miss their teammates' corpses and soon stumbled upon a shocking find. They found blooded tissue under the nails of the blonde. It seems she had a tussle with the killer before she met her end. Once the DNA results were in, the truth would rise to the surface. They needed to rule out a few suspects first, though. After a series of operations, the computer revealed an unexpected match. Everyone must submit weapons for check, even Wens, clutching her gun. The screen showed Sarah as the match. She became the immediate target of suspicion, and Sarah was desperately explaining that she wasn't the killer. Lucas thought it was odd too, but it didn't rule out maybe she wanted revenge for not making the promotion list, and Wens missed it too. But Sarah had the sister who was brutally murdered during a drunken night, and even the feds couldn't find the killer. Such hatred is unforgettable. Sarah developed aquaphobia from it. With 10 minutes till the trap triggers, she denied all under pressure. Was this the killer's ploy to make them kill each other? Nicole looked pretty tense too. She discovered that bloody tissue, and it wouldn't be impossible for her to frame someone else. To clear her name, Sarah analyzed the killer's traits. She believed this person wasn't out for revenge out of hate, but was heartlessly following the rules of the killer acted within a set time, knowing everyone's traits and flaws. No death was accidental. The captain's end resulted from his leading the charge. The blonde needed her daily fix of coffee, while Curly was a total gearhead. He was always hands-on when it came to mechanics. Really, the killer customized traps for each. With the remaining 5, Vince knows history well, but is irritable. Luke is a fitness enthusiast who hesitates at crucial times. And Sarah? She has a fear of water and always remembers her sister's tragic end. Before they knew it, execution time had arrived. In the morning, all the vending machines dropped cigarettes at the same time. Nicole had just quit smoking, and witnessing this was just too much for her. Little did they know the cigarettes were laced with some deadly acid. By the time they discovered Nicole, her insides were already corroding away. Her face was unrecognizable. The agony she endured was beyond that of a gunshot. She ultimately perished in the pool at their feet, leaving only 4. As they debated Sarah's guilt, suddenly Jake's voice came booming through the speakers, asking how they felt about this game. Had he uncovered Black's true identity, planning this whole setup to save himself? Lucas hurried to unlock Sarah's handcuffs, thinking Jake might still be hiding somewhere they hadn't checked. But Vince didn't want to take the risk outside, so Black locked him in place. With his gun out of bullets, he had to abandon suspicion in order to survive. Vince couldn't head to the ammo stash outside, so he bolted for the freezer in the fire loo, scavenging bullets from his fallen friends. Just as he finished loading his gun, the freezer door slammed shut. The other 3 left the base, and every high point in town had speakers set up. The only sound coming from the first crime scene came from inside. It was stomach churning. Jake and 2 agents were dead right there, and the screen showed Jake's last moments on Earth. Though the killer's name wasn't mentioned, it was easy to figure out it was one of the team members. Jake had never left the island. he was secretly observing everything until he got killed the night before. No wonder thermal imaging showed nothing. Jake still had 3 watches on his wrist, and the time showed exactly now. This brought the killer's identity right back to them. Suddenly, the town's lights went out, 3 fled outside, and street dummies came to life. In the darkness, it was hard to tell real from fake, and they could only see one after another. Meanwhile, Sarah took cover under a car, asking them to hold fire. Lucas heard her and ran toward her voice. But unexpectedly, he got caught in a crossfire. A mysterious figure was approaching Lucas. To his shock, it was black. Upon seeing Lucas took his last breath, he menacingly began searching for Sarah. Sarah made her way back to the base, while Vince toiled away in the freezer, finally reaching the door. He successfully opened the door and stepped inside the elevator, but just before closing the door, he spotted the killer's true identity.